I got sent a list of questions regarding social media, asking for my expertise on the subject matter. I am by no means an expert, but I know a hell of a lot more than I did 1 year ago, year and a half ago, January of 25, when I started making content on social media with, I think, 12 followers or something like that, and a brand new Instagram account and no TikTok account. I got sent a list of questions, and because this is supposed to be me documenting my journey, which I've done a very poor job of, I'm going to answer the questions so that I can look back at them in 2 or 3 years and say, man, what a moron he was, giving advice on something he knew zero about. This is the advice that I'm going to give on the questions that I have yet to thoroughly read. I scanned them, and I started to type a response, and I said, you know what, let me just make this a video. Hey there, Editing Cooper. Just a quick disclaimer, I seem very mundane and monotone and almost bored in this video. I apologize, it was recorded at like 10 p.m. after I had been up since like 5 a.m. working the entire day negotiating with sellers. Excuse me, my next videos will be much more enthusiastic. The first question, when you post across platforms, do you just copy and paste videos, or do you create different types of content for different types of platforms? I, personally, make one video and I post it across every single platform. Is that the most efficient way to do social media? No. As far as I'm aware, it's not. But I like the editing software that TikTok has. TikTok saves videos directly from when you post them to your camera roll, or at least you can set it up to do that, and that's how I have it set up. So it's easiest for me to take videos with my camera, or my phone's camera, put them directly into TikTok, cut up my video and edit my video in TikTok, post on TikTok, and it saves directly to my camera roll. And then from there, I go to Instagram and I post with the little toggle switches, the meta toggle switches. So Instagram with Facebook toggled on and Threads toggled on. I haven't had Threads downloaded on my phone for 3 months, 4 months, but I have it. And every single video I post goes to it. I could have 0 followers on Threads. I could have 10,000 followers on Threads. I would have no way of knowing because I never check it. But as far as I'm aware, Meta rewards you for posting on all 3 platforms. So, and you're just getting your face out there, your name out there, your brand out there, whatever it is you're trying to support, promote. I post on all 3. So, TikTok, Meta, which is Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and then I just copy and paste my comment from TikTok into the comment box of Instagram with 5 hashtags. I think it only allows 5 hashtags on most videos, but TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and then you can do YouTube Shorts, Twitter, if it's applicable, LinkedIn, if it's applicable, Snapchat, which is basically anything. So right there you got, if I counted that right, 8 platforms from 1 edited video. Now, that's not the most efficient way to do things because every algorithm is different. For example, if you post 25 different videos on TikTok, like 25 of the same video with like little minor differences, one of them might have 400 views, one of them might have 1,000 views, and one of them might have 10,000, 100,000, a million views, all based off of like one tiny, like the sound is different, or the wording is different, or your comment is different, your hashtags are different. And I don't believe that TikTok punishes you for posting over and over and over again, like very similar, the same videos. Now, on the other hand, Meta, Instagram, does punish you unless you are using trial reels, as far as I'm aware. So if you post the exact same video multiple times, I'm pretty confident that it punishes you. But if you post 20 minor changes in a video on trial reels, and then whichever one does the best or whichever ones do the best, you push to your main platform, as far as I'm aware, that it doesn't get punished by the algorithm. I'm not making a salary off of Instagram or Facebook. I'm not promoting a specific brand that's making me money. I'm not promoting anything. So it's really, social media is all convenience for me. There are people who get into it much deeper. Like, you look at Mr. Beast, he spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on thumbnails alone on YouTube. I usually just have YouTube put whatever picture it auto puts as my thumbnail, because I don't make money off of it, so what's the difference for me between 100 views and 1,000 views? Now, I probably should care more. My naive self probably believes that there's better things I could be doing with my time at this point in life, like studying real estate, things that are more, not instantly gratifying, but that will bring me capital to be able to hire that out, right? If I can make $100,000 in the month of July in real estate, I can take 10 of those $1,000 and give it to someone. Hey dude, follow me around with a camera and edit my videos. And that's not far-fetched to make $100,000 in July. For me, I feel that maybe your average Joe goes, Cooper, you're insane. Yeah. That's why I'm going to succeed. I'm getting sidetracked. This is supposed to be about social media. Second question was, do different types of platforms produce different types of results? Yeah, so I kind of just covered that. I just had a video on TikTok. I posted it on TikTok and it just hit over 1 million views. The same exact video on Instagram was like 40,000 views. Insane, like 950,000 view difference and counting, because it stopped producing on Instagram. It's still producing after being up for 2 or 3 weeks on TikTok. Something to do with the engagement. People commented more on TikTok. Pictures. That particular video I'm talking about has not a single normal comment. They see the video and then they look at the comments and everyone's posting a comment. So like, oh no, I gotta post a comment so I can be funny too and fit in and sheep mentality. But it just didn't do that on Instagram. But the TikTok algorithm supported that, and it's like, we gotta push this, milk it for everything it's got. Different platforms have different results. I had a video that didn't break 1,000 views on TikTok, Instagram, I don't know about Facebook. YouTube, it was like 800 views. And then on Snapchat, of all places, had like 250,000 views. All the comments were like, that just wasted 15 seconds of my time. Yeah, but you watched it. And so did 249,000 other individuals. Okay, so the end of that question, I got sidetracked. Posting for the goal of getting recognition from people who could give money, so give capital. Is there a platform you would cater to? So if you're looking to raise capital, I don't have any expertise in that. I would assume LinkedIn would probably be best, because LinkedIn is like where people go for business inquiries and stuff. But I do often see people look like the hustle bait videos. You gotta work harder, you gotta do more, you gotta invest your money here on Instagram, and you might post a bunch on Facebook and you get the right audience on Facebook. You got a bunch of old people sitting around with money to invest with nothing to do. So it's all about audience. Your audience is going to depend on your hook, your your first 3 to 5 seconds of the video. If you have a good hook, but it's good for 20-year-olds, 50-year-olds aren't going to watch it. If you have a bad hook, nobody's going to watch it. If you have a good hook for 50-year-olds, 20-year-olds might not watch it, unless it gets sent to them by their father, uncle, grandpa, whatever, right? But it's all about the first 3, I'd say 2 to 5 seconds of the video are extremely important. I don't know enough about hooks to speak intelligently on that, but there's lots of people on social media who do. Alex Hormozy would be a great one. Gary Vee would be a great one. Michael Smoke of Higher Up Wellness, I'm sure, has some videos regarding hooks. Have you found that following any sort of posting schedule or paying attention to the time of posting actually matters? It's not the end-all be-all, but yes, for sure. If you post at 1 in the morning, you're probably not going to get a lot of views. It's not saying you won't, but it hurts your chances. If I were to have an ideal time to post, I would imagine it would be between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., preferably closer to like 10 or 11 a.m. If you can do it before noon, that's probably best case scenario, just because you have the rest of the day when you have increased activity on social media for it to kind of like stir up. But I have had videos that I've posted at 7 or 8 p.m. kind of semi-blow up. I have had videos that I posted at 6 in the morning blow up. I had a video, my first video that I blew up was like a military-related video. It was taken at like sunrise, and I posted it right then and there, and it did numbers. I say it was viral, but it was only like 80,000 or 100,000 views or something like that. But that was like my first video above 10,000 views, and I was like, oh my gosh, no way. And that was posted super, super early in the morning. It just did well because it was a good video. Regarding schedule, Yes, consistency. Absolutely all platforms. Some matter more than others, but all platforms love consistency. If you can post every single day without missing a day, multiple times a day without missing a day, around the same time every single day, the platform will reward you significantly for that. Do you pay attention to any sort of photo-based posts? Or does it really look like videos are the only thing people pay attention to? Videos have more potential to blow up, but photos definitely have a time and place. I do photo dumps 1 out of every 50 to 100 posts. Just when I don't have a schedule with that. I don't do photo shoots, any of that nonsense. When I have a collection of photos that I like and I feel compelled to post them, sometimes it's a photo from 4 years ago mixed with a photo from yesterday. But I don't have a schedule. If you're running a business, tight regiment, and if I was promoting something and I had to have 100,000 followers by the end of this year, try and get a schedule that, like if Instagram was making me money, I would be a lot more consistent with it. But it's not. I probably should take it more serious, if I'm being honest. But what are you going to do? Yes, on TikTok and on Instagram and on Facebook, photos have a time and a place. TikTok has carousels. They can do well. 1 out of every 7 posts, maybe. I would at least 7 reels to 1 picture post, just because you don't need that many pictures, and videos bring more eyes to your page. But that's, once again, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. If you are posting a singular video across all platforms, is there an extension or something that you only have to actually post the video once and it all syncs up? Or do you literally post the video individually to Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., etc.? There are platforms that you can post on the platform and it will push it out to all the other platforms. I've never used them and I've never done any research on any of them. I couldn't point you in the right direction, but I guarantee that AI would be able to answer that question very, very easily. I know there are platforms that will do it. I don't know if they're any good. So I'm not going to try and act like I'm speaking intelligently on something I know nothing about. That was the list of all the questions, but I'm just going to add here onto the end. Imperfect action can take you light years without even realizing it. I have had millions of views in the last couple of months across multiple platforms, and I have zero schedule, no posting schedule whatsoever. That said, I could have a lot more. Just post something. Post as many videos on as many platforms as you can. Something's gonna end up sticking. The way I like to look at it is, if you had unlimited scratch-offs for free, how many would you scratch a day? You would just keep scratching them, as many as you could, until you won, right? Look at the Hawk to a Girl. What the hell does she know? Nothing. But she got a winning lottery ticket, and she didn't even post it. Someone else posted it for her, she blew up, and she took advantage of it. Now she never really has to work another day in her life. If you post yourself, or somebody else ends up posting you and you already have a small following, and you blow up, take advantage of it. So you'll never know until you post. The people that I take the most social media advice from would be the people I named earlier. Gary Vee, Alex Hormozy, Michael Smoke. I would also throw Iman Gadzhi into the ring there. He doesn't do a lot of social media, but he does marketing. Quick note from Editing Cooper. Marketing always beats sales because marketing is one-to-many while sales is one-to-one. If you win over a sale, you get 1 customer. If you post really good marketing or run a really good marketing campaign, regardless of what kind of marketing it is, you could get hundreds or thousands or massive amounts of customers, or just multiple customers, if that's what you're looking for. So, marketing over sales. Online marketing, social media marketing, especially in the YouTube realm, and pushing out ads. He really knows what he's talking about. I mean, like 2 or 3 years older than me, my age, 26, 27. I did not mean to do that. So he probably will never fly public again in his life. So clearly he knows a thing or two. He's definitely at the point where I want to be in 10 years. Or Dean Graziosi said to cut your timelines in half, so I'm going to say 5 years. Casey Gregerson at Squat Up Summit this year in Denver said to document everything, because if nobody knows who you are, nobody can help you. So document everything, post everything. Once people see you're out there posting every day, working hard, who cares if 150 people see your video? If 3 of them like it, and they watch the next 17 videos you post and they like those too, when it comes time to help you, they're going to want to try and help you. They're going to be more apt to help you than if they haven't heard from you for 4 or 5 months and then you reach out, hey, can I get some money? Can you refer me to somebody? Can you set me up a meeting? Can you call me a contact? But if they see you every day, they feel like they have that personal connection with you because you've been posting on social media, and they're like, oh, that's Cooper. Hey, there's Cooper. There's Cooper again. Cooper's out here working hard. Cooper's up before the sun. Cooper's staying up after the sun's down, still doing work. That kid's working hard. I want to help him. Same goes for branding. You just want to stay relevant. You think of the color red, McDonald's, Coke, just the color red. The color, they've done such a good job branding that when you think of a color, you think of those brands. I don't know, lizards, the Geico Gecko. Put something, as much as you can, on the internet. And it's bound to pay off eventually if you use it properly. Something to think about. If you post a video and only get a couple hundred views, or you're consistently posting very similar looking videos and only getting a couple thousand views, do you think it is wise to continue to spend your time posting the same style videos that are only getting a couple hundred or 1,000 views? No, that's not working with whatever the algorithm is. So something has to change. Change something about the way you're making videos, whether it be your camera quality, your audio quality. Don't have it bad quality like this. Your editing style, add some humor in it, try and teach somebody something. Okay. I'm out of speaking juice. See ya.